Hi, I'm Aspen. This is my little helper for this presentation, Oasis. She is a blue otter rex. Now back to my presentation. My presentation is over bunny fur anatomy. Here's my preview. I will be presenting all about rabbit fur and how to care for it at the end of the video, as well as much more information, like different types and even things about them. So keep listening to learn some cool things about rabbits. Now I'm going to tell you why these pictures are here, these three pictures, and why they say domestic and wild. Well, domestic rabbits are inbred to become tame and calmer, just like her. She is a domestic rabbit. And as you can tell the difference, she doesn't have very long ears like this rabbit, and she doesn't have that much fur. It's not as packed in as this rabbit's, because that wild rabbit over there has guard fur, which releases, and it will go into the predator's mouth that is trying to bite this rabbit that's trying to eat it. And it can quickly get away and go into a rabbit hole. And as you can see, it's looking around while it's laying down just to make sure that it's safe. So that's why you see that, so I could explain to you why the difference is between these two domestic and wild rabbits. Now, this is a domestic rabbit. I can tell because it's very tame and it doesn't have the same features. Now, this one would be a Netherland dwarf, from what I can tell, because of the small ears and small head. I would assume that this is either a mini lop or a hollow lop, due to the long body. As you can see, its butt back here in the back of the basket, and how huge its head is. Different types of rabbit fur and the breeds that follow them. Normal fur. Normal fur is described as rollback, flyback, and standing. These are all types of normal fur. The breeds that follow are Netherland dwarf, Holland lop, dwarf hotot, French lop, mini lop, Flemish giant, American fuzzy lop, Havana, Thernita, Angora, and linehead. Flyback fur. Short and thick, will snap back to normal shape when stroked tail to head. One of the sayings to this type of fur is, the fur flies back into place flat against the body. Don't forget to watch carefully, for it's fast. Here you can see the fur quickly falls back into place. And here you see the fur nice and flat. Usually longer than flyback fur and more slowly returns to place. Netherland dwarfs, Holland lops, and mini lops have normal rollback fur. Most rabbits have flyback fur. Here you can see that the fur is very slowly returning to position, just like hers would. And here you see it nice and flat. Standing fur. Only one breed of rabbit has standing fur, the silver fox. Their fur is very, very long, up to 1 to 1.5 inches long. Their fur stands perpendicular when stroked tail to head. The fur should stay in position. Standing fur close-ups. As you can see here, the fur is really standing nice and tall. Angora, or wool. The wool is long hair, usually 1.5 to 5 inches. Coarse or silky. The breeds that follow this fur type are Giant Angora, Satin Angora, English Angora, French Angora, Jersey Woolly, and American Fuzzy Lop. Angora wool close-ups. Here you can see the fur is very long as well as coarse, and here you see it's very long and silky. Rex. The fur is short, 5/8, 7 inch. Plush, dense, springy, and very, very smooth. The texture has the texture of a delicate flower petal, perpendicular to the skin. The breeds that follow this are Rex and Mini Rex. Here you see the fur standing nice and close, and these two are just really cute. Satin. The shell is translucent, allowing light to shine through, giving a brilliant sheen. Shaft finer and diameter than other breeds. Breeds that follow this fur type are satin, mini satin, and satin angora. Here you see the light shining through the satin's fur. Hi, I'm here at the end of the video to show you how I take care of my rabbit's fur and all of my equipment. First, this is my carpet. It's just a square piece of carpet that I bought at one of the rabbit shows. And then here's my comb, just a dog brush that I got on Amazon, and my Kirkland baby wipes that I got at Costco, as well as my Kevlar that I also got at a rabbit show. It protects my forearm, my palm, and back of my hand, as well as part of my arm. So, first I'm going to start with my Holland Lop doe. She is a senior doe, and she has rollback fur, so you can see. And I just take my baby wipe, and always make sure to close your baby wipes because the wetness in them is really important. And then just wipe back and forth on the top, back, forth on the top, back, forth on the sides. And then repeat with my hands until it is completely dry. And it should only take a few times. And then it looks so much neater. These ones actually pose with their heads up like this, and no, I'm not hurting her with my fingers. And then I'm going to show you my Rexes. This is a baby Rex to show you the difference between baby Rex fur and adult Rex fur. So she's not even a junior yet. She's not even old enough to show. But it's not very plush. It's not very dense yet. She has not molted once, and molting is basically shedding, but for bunnies. Now I'm going to get my senior buck out. And I'm going to pose him. Take my baby wipe. Once on each side, and then repeat with my hands. And if you could come up close, you could see the Rex fur standing. You can see the difference between this patch and this patch. One's standing and one's not. And his fur is really soft and really dense and plush. Whereas hers isn't very soft. Well, it's soft, but it's not very dense. And it's not very plush. So there you saw the difference between my Rexes. And then here will be my lilac fur representation. I usually only use my brush on these ones, on my meat pen, or my meat rabbits. My meat pens, my meat rabbits, these are the ones that I really like to go back and forth quite a lot, because they have fur that's not very soft, or it's feels pretty dead, but it's really not. And then I just take my brush, and this is what I do. I do little combs, and then one big comb, little comb. And he is molting. He is a senior buck. I actually raised him, so he's homegrown. And here is a slow-mo. There you go. Thank you for watching the end of my video, my rabbit presentation, and on rabbit anatomy and fur. Thank you. My sources are Raising Better Rabbits, and KVs. Thank you for watching, and that was my presentation.